guys, and welcome to part 5 of my Swiss N gauge layout Konigsbrucke. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It has been a while since my last video update, so just thought I'd bring you guys a bit of an update of what's been taking place on the layout over the last few weeks. Now, I want to talk to you about several things that have been ongoing on the layout. I do have several mini projects currently in various degrees of progression throughout on the layout, specifically on board 1. So I just want to bring you a bit of an update on how those projects are progressing today. The first project I want to talk to you about is the overhead line equipment. I have started scratch building all of the OHLE for the first section on board 1. So I'm going to bring you a bit of an update on that today, show you how I've been doing it and what it looks like on the layout. The second thing I want to talk about today is the post depot building, which is the one based on the one at Thun in Switzerland. Now this is coming on really well, and I'm so pleased with how it's progressed so far. It is quite a big building, and I haven't actually scratch built anything that big before. I've done smaller buildings, but nothing to that kind of scale. So I'm really looking forward to showing you how that looks today, how it's progressing, where I'm at, and again what it looks like on the layout. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you guys on board. Hit the notification bell to get the latest videos coming through. Please do like the video, and there'll be plenty more content coming through. So without further ado, I'll show you guys what I've been up to with the sort of mini projects and bring you up to speed on what's going on. Well, the first section of the video I wanted to bring you is regarding the OHLE that I've been building, the overhead line equipment. Now, there's so much to build for Konigsbrucke that although the N train offerings are so good, the problem with them is that they're really expensive, and I've got so much to get for Konigsbrucke. I decided to scratch build my own, A, to save money, but also it's a bit more fun to build your own stuff for the layout. So first of all, what I did was I kind of drew out the mast for the layout, just to get an idea of sizes. This I used photos and just worked out some rough measurements, and having built a mast, this actually works out and looks pretty good. So that's the first thing I did. The materials I've used, so I've used 1/2 mil wire for the main section of the mast, the 0.31 mil wire for the lever that makes a contact with the wire, and then H section brass. This is 1.5 millimeter square, which for the single mast it looks pretty much spot on, to be honest. Then to build these, I obviously drew the template onto this piece of wood here, on a piece of ply, and I just glue the parts down once they've been cut out. Sorry, I don't glue them down, I blue tack them down, sorry, to the board here so they don't move whilst I'm soldering, and it means that everything looks pretty much spot on. I do put some small piece of plastic underneath these bits of wire here, so when they solder to the mast, which is down here, it solders to the middle of the mast and not to one side, so you don't get lopsided masts on the layout. On these bits of wire, I've obviously added some of the excellent Sommerfeld insulators. This is number 393. So these have been added to the masts as I've been going along, and I'll just show you 3 of the masts I've currently built just here for the layout. Obviously this one here is for the turnouts, so there's a double mast. I don't know if you can see that, kind of a double mast. This one here will be where the 4 tracks come out the tunnel. This will be in the middle of the 2 twin tracks, and obviously a single mast just here as well, so that's coming along really nice as well. I do have some others that I have built, and we'll just head into the garage now and I'll show you what those look like on the layout. So here are the catenary masts on the layout. I've got 5 so far. I think they look the part. Hopefully we can get a few more done and once painted up, they should look really good. I'm also going to add some wires as well, but that will be a later project. I think the main thing is to try and get the masts up on the layout. They look really good, really pleased so far. Take a bit of time to make, but really worth the effort. I'm going to try and do some gantries as well, which will be quite good on the 4-track section here. So the second mini project I want to bring you today is the post depot, which is the one based on the one just outside Thun station. Now I've put a few photos in front of here just to give you an idea of how it looks in real life that I printed off the internet. There aren't many photos of it, to be honest, and I've luckily been able to use Google Earth 3D to take some rough measurements to be able to build this building. But it's coming on well so far. Still loads to do, but it is looking how I want it to look so far. Now, so this photo here is the loading bay of the depot. This bit will obviously be seen on the layout. As you can see here, moving along, you can kind of see the loading bay here in the front of the depot. And then here, this is the back. So this side here is the back of the depot, which unfortunately probably won't be seen much because it will be facing towards the back scene, although the side will certainly be seen on the layout. So here's how it's looking so far. So as you can see, this section here is effectively this section here, and I think it's coming along well so far. I built up the first floor quite nicely, so you've got a bit of plastic card gone in there just to reinforce it, and obviously there'll be a roof going in there. Still loads and loads to do, but this is how the building is looking so far. I've used various bits of plastic card to do this, some A3 0.5mm sheets for the majority of the build. This I decided to make all the parts almost twice just to give some solidity to the sides. I find it easier to build two sections of the same thing and then glue them together rather than trying to cut through 1mm thick plastic card. And obviously it's kind of working out so far so good. I'm just started building, I don't know if you can see here, all of the little panelling going along here is starting to come in as well. This large section you can see here is the base of the ground floor, on which obviously the first floor will sit once all the supports go in. So let's go and take a look at it and see what it looks like on the layout and in position at the moment. So here it is positioned on the layout with the siding, and here with an appropriate rake of post container wagons. Really like this building. I think it's a real prominent feature on this layout, and the first one I've really enjoyed making it, to be honest. A lot of details go into it, so you can see here all the individual panels in between these window uprights have all been put in individually. There's 3 on this side, 4 on the other ones. It's a lot of time and effort has gone into it, but it looks really good. I'm really pleased with how it's looking so far on the layout. Little rolling stock project I've been working on over the last month or so is the superb Catenary Eurocity Graue Mause, which I absolutely love. It's one of my favourite Swiss items, actually. Although it's a really nice model, I felt that a little bit more could be done with it, just updated a bit and add a bit of extra detail. So I've decided to add all those pipes that you can see on the front of the two driving cars, and also paint the red nose, I suppose, as they say on it as well. So I'll just show you how that's looking at the moment. So here it is on the layout. As you can see, the pipes on the front really make a massive difference to this model. I used 0.31mm brass wire to make these, and they were add-ons. So basically I bent them to shape, so they went up and over the front red nose and down and back up to the body. So it's 4 pieces in total to make the wires, the pipes, and then I just soldered the bits together to make sure they all stuck together properly, and then super glued in place. But as you can see, really pleased with how that looks, and I'll just give it a quick whirl around the layout to show you what it looks like in motion. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, please do hit the big thumbs up if you like this video, and do subscribe to my channel for plenty more content to come as well. Don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you know when the next video is coming through. That's all for now, so I'm going to crack on with some more work on the layouts, and hopefully bring you another update fairly soon. Until the next time, stay safe, happy modelling, and cheers for now.